Okay, time for a new video. I was unable to record a video last week as promised since I was sick and in bed. I was trading in bed from my laptop the whole week, so but I'm feeling better now. And I am going to start with my current positions. AFMD had some insane news yesterday. I bought it on the opening range highs, and yeah, 55% move so far in pre-market since my entries yesterday. Beely, I got stopped out once, actually twice, no, once on it at first, opening range highs. See, I bought it somewhere here and got stopped out pretty quick, and then I rebought it later on the day and it faded and I got stopped out of half, and I have a small position. I'll probably rebuy if it starts taking out this high 13 area, 1360s, 1370s. I kind of like the setup and the volume and everything about it. Let's see, anything new. You know what, I'm gonna do it this way instead, because I'll start with Thursday's P&L. I had some CLF I got stopped out of, SGMO I got stopped out of. SGMO I'm still watching. They have data coming, I think, in a couple of weeks, so yeah, I probably wouldn't hold any equity into this event. It could be good or it could be really bad, I don't know. But it could have a nice little run up into September 5th. Not a lot of time left, but yeah. If it triggers, I'll probably buy it. And VKTX I bought. Hasn't done anything since. Popped a little bit. So that's Thursday. Let's look at Friday. Had some really good back-to-back days lately. Here I got stopped out of that one, stopped out of it here. I bought it here and it's lower since. I really like it fundamentally, but it's still a small company, 350 million. I don't know. I think it could go higher eventually. Who knows? Let's see. I bought Splunk and ACBFF. I bought Splunk opening range highs somewhere here, and ACBFF I bought it opening range highs here on this little gap up, and I bought it here. I wish I had bought it here, but I bought it here. I sold it the next day. So look at yesterday. No, sorry, the day before yesterday, Monday. I got killed trying to short some of these momentum wheat stocks, Kron, CGC, and Kron again, and TLRY, and AMD. Well, let's talk about AMD. That was an annoying one. I tried it twice, and I think, where did I short it? I don't even remember. I think I shorted it here, got stopped out. I shorted it here, got stopped out. And then I missed a big fade on it because I was tired and I had taken a bunch of losses the whole day. I wanted to clear my head. I went for a walk and then it tanked quite a bit. So that was annoying. TLRY was my biggest loser. Took a couple of losses on it, nothing big. I was actually down like 75,000 in this account at one point. Then late in the day, these Kron and CGC, and they kind of faded into the close. So that reduced my losses a little bit. And let's look at yesterday, Tuesday. I had a little bit of a revenge day. Made back some of my losses. Now TLRY is gapping up quite a bit in the pre-market. This is taken a little bit before the market closed, and then it reported earnings, went lower initially, and I was watching it like a hawk, ready to go cover on any strength. I was really hoping it would gap down because it's trading at 200 times sales. Like, what can I say on the earnings to make it go higher after the big run it's already had? Like 200 times sales. It's just insane valuation on it, but it doesn't matter. Everyone is short it, and they covered it. I covered it literally here and here when it started taking out these intraday ranges. So it went lower initially, and on this spike I kind of gave back like 40,000 in profits in 2 minutes. That was probably my quickest loss ever. Or in this case, I gave back profits. So that was a record for me. So I ended the day up about 60,000 in this account. And CGC, I covered it, most of it too. I still have 3,000 shares, which is, yeah, and my average on these shares is somewhere here in the high 46s. So I'm green on those. Gave back a little bit profits, but okay. Kron, I closed that one out. I just didn't like the strength of it. Intraday, it started showing relative strength to the other wheat names, and this one I probably won't look at on the short side at all. I'm gonna focus on TLRY and GTC on the next few days on any good setups. TLRY is obviously the main one I'm gonna look at. I think this is I hope it goes higher. I hope this thing goes to 70 today and maybe 80 tomorrow. That would be really great, but I will take any short setup. If it starts showing weakness, I will take a starter short and start scaling in as it takes out ranges to the downside, because I think this thing, it has a big fade in it eventually. I mean, this thing trades 200 times sales. If you remember GoPro from many years back, had a big run after the IPO. This thing traded like, I don't know, 20 times sales and gave back all of it eventually. And I think it went down, 30% in a few days. I remember shorting this thing. Fitbit, same thing. It was like 20 times sales. Like, these things, it's all hype and mania and excitement in new. It's like, marijuana. It's never been legal before, and now a lot of countries starting to legalize it. Then a lot of new products coming out with marijuana in it. It's just exciting and new, and it's a great story to sell, but I don't think this move is sustainable, and I'm looking for more overextension. I just can't buy these things. It's very hard for me to buy these things. Like here, for example, there was a great long setup in it after a few days of consolidation, but I just couldn't buy it. It's impossible. Same thing with IQ. Couple of months back, Sting 2 had a perfect long setup on the 60-minute chart. It's hard to see it here. Actually, I had several good long setups, like really nice risk rewards, or really nice tight setups, higher lows, a range break. One could have bought it with like a 50-cent stop and made $10. And I saw the setup, I just couldn't buy it. Went up 30% in a few sessions, and the same thing with TLRY. And I don't know, I have a mental block in my head. I just can't buy these things. I probably would be much richer if I got rid of this mental block, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm just focusing on shorting these things. It works for me, whatever. Can't trade them perfectly, both long and short. Let's see. AFMD, I've been selling some pre-market on this big gap up. Anything? Yeah, Tesla. I added more to my short somewhere here. Let's see. Somewhere midday showed some weakness, lower highs. I think this Tesla is. I think it's gonna go down a lot if Elon doesn't pull more magic tricks. Yeah, those were my trades, and I've been scaling out of my long swings. Like sold some Roku and Etsy and RH, and yeah, I've been selling a few shares pretty much daily. Well, let's see. The setups for today are obviously TLRY and CGC. I'm gonna be careful with these. CGC is showing weakness compared to TLRY, or at least it's weaker. TLRY is at new highs, who knows where it can go, but CGC is easier to trade in that way. There's a set risk, like AMD, nah, not watching this one. MNK, this was a long swing for me. I closed it out the other day for 75% profit on my last quarter, or last fifth of my shares. Really nice. Now I think, now it's probably gonna go to 45, but I just couldn't sit there. If I have big profits, I want to book them, and it looked like it stalled, and yeah, it goes higher, IRBT, now this thing is up like 10 days in a row or something like that. It's gonna go have a red day eventually. I am stocking it. This is the kind of stocking a risk like, I don't know, $1 or something, $1.50 to potentially make $5-10, $15 maybe even on a swing basis. So definitely something I'm watching. This one, I don't know. I really haven't looked at it much. It feels like a very thin stock. Not gonna trade it probably, unless it goes to like $7. Let's see some long setups. This should be in the short setup. I'm not gonna short IGC today, but there's a lot of stuff setting up. I haven't seen this many runners in a while. CTO, Chinese stock. I have an alert set. Probably gonna take it off my watch list for now. It's just some names that have had big runs. Many of these have great earnings, and they're pulled back to support. And just I don't like this one. I'm just looking for them to trigger. No, not this one. MedP actually triggered yesterday, but I was in so many things. I was short this and long that, and I just couldn't buy it. But I will buy it if it takes out this 57.50 or whatever it is. Has accelerating earnings, and it just looks great. 9 million float. Just think it's very easy to go to $70 or $80 or something eventually. SGMO, I talked about. TRXC probably needs to go sideways a little bit more. Okay, that's it for now. Hope you all have a great trading day.